Hey there tankers, Yellow Forge here, and this is the first impressions video for the ML1, the Tier 8 Swedish heavy tank. And what a tank it is. So there are other tanks similar to this in the game. The AMX 5100 in the French line, which is more of a big fat medium with an autoloader gun and no armor and better speed. And then the Type 69 American Tier 8 medium tank, which has not as impressive a gun and probably similar, if not as good mobility, at least from what I remember. In any case, we've got a Swedish heavy tank with a four round in the clip autoloader, kind of a derpy but powerful gun, and does have some armor, but it's all in one place. Oh, thank you for the gift, SU 12244. That was nice of you. I do appreciate it. And I did want to get up there, and for whatever reason I didn't. I think it was because of the reload. I was a little intimidated to go up there and use that. And I don't know the tank that well. I could probably shoot underneath it. I don't know. I didn't do it. Anyway, let's talk about this gun. 4 rounds in the clip. I think it's 1,400 damage capable in that clip, which is pretty incredible. The aim and the accuracy and how settled it gets, the gun handling is not great. It's not great. The penetration is 217 with standard APCR ammunition, which is adequate. As I think I showed, I didn't use any Prem in this game whatsoever, and I do really prefer APCR as standard because I'm old and I hate leading shots too much. And the velocity on the premium APCR is absolutely fantastic. It's something like 1,300 and something. Anyway, I'm punishing the T-34 through his top plate, which are kind of dicey, and I think I bounced one there. But, you know, they went through. So 217 was actually working for me there. The tank is actually pretty mobile as well. It has a lower power to weight than the 5100. It's not going to get there, it's not going to get up to speed as quick, but it does have a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour, and you will get there on a flat or downslope surface. And here we go. Let's put some more into the T-34. Waka waka. Really can let that gun settle because I've got my hull hidden behind this rubbish. The hull is actually pretty squat. It's pretty flat, and the turret is quite tall, and that turret is an anvil, angled at something like 45 degrees. It just sheds rounds like crazy. And if you ever get to play this with a ridge, and I think that's the optimum situation for this tank, is to actually, you know, get on a ridge. It has 12 degrees of gun depression, which is phenomenal. I don't think there's any other heavy tanks above Tier 8 that actually have that degree of flexibility. Putting one into the Tiger, and he shoots me into the turret. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You could have had a hull shot. My second round is not enough to get him, finish him, and the Oni pushes on me for some reason. I have a feeling that was on purpose. Perhaps he thought that Tiger was all his. So he gives me a shove. All right, T-29, I'm still on the reload. I'm going to get behind hardcover as quickly as I can. You can see the speed isn't phenomenal, but, you know, I'm certainly more agile than a T-29. And I keep in sight here, see what he's doing, and I'm waiting for my rounds to reload, and I'm staying behind. Oh! And the Oni gives me another love tap, so I push forward rather than getting blocked in or bashed around again. I think most of the damage I took in this game was from that Oni's rams. I did take the one shot from the T-29. His other shot went into my turret. I don't think I'm going to get a game where that many people are going to shoot me in the turret when they have the choice not to in the future. I would think most people by now know you avoid shooting the turret on this thing at all costs. Unless it's the side. This tank is relatively unarmored everywhere except the front of the turret. You can overmatch the sides on this thing with a 60 millimeter caliber gun. It only has 20, or 61 I guess. It only has 20 millimeters of side armor. This is not a side scraper by any means. If people catch you from the side or the rear, you're toast. I haven't been hit by Artie yet, but I have the feeling that the top of this turret actually is really vulnerable to Artie as well. I think it's only 18 millimeters thick on the top. So if you can actually get a shot down on this thing or artillery, you're going to have fun all day long. So once again, don't shoot it in the front of the turret. Everything else, fire away. Don't waste your ammunition shooting the front of the turret. Even the underside of the gun, which is that neat hingy movement, I think it's 250 millimeters thick, even though it's flat. So only the high tier heat rounds are going to hit that when it's in a flat position, and then you have to make the shot of that spot directly under the gun. Really not a high percentage shot by any means. So first impressions, I really like this tank. I've only had a couple games in it. It's fully upgraded except for the radio. The vision on it is pretty poor, but I've got a pretty decent crew, and I do have it fully equipped. The gun is a little derpy, but I think it's going to work. I just have to count on not every round going to hit the target or go in. I think 217 millimeters of penetration is adequate, at least in Tier 8 and below games, certainly. You can own Tier 6s all day long. Anyway, that's all I've got on that.